Hello everyone, my name is Adam Sullivan, also known as Sully00700, and welcome to this review. As some of you may know, I am a bit of a Led Zeppelin fanatic. My parents grew up in high school and college listening to it, so once they thought I was old enough to be introduced to rock and roll, this is where they started me off at. So naturally I've collected a few things over the years, and I'm a bit of a fan. So when I went strolling through Target about 2 weeks ago, I was going in there looking for some stuff for college, and I just so happened to find these beauties right here. Aren't they so beautiful? Yep, that's Led Zeppelin I, 2, and 3. They have been remastered for 2014, and we're going to go take a look at them right now. Back in March of 2014, LedZeppelin.com announced that Atlantic Records was to release remastered versions of Led Zeppelin I through 3. It was also said to be remastered by Jimmy Page himself, and was to be featured on CD, vinyl, digital download, and not to forget a box set. Jimmy Page has gone on to say that the material on the companion discs presents a portal to the time of a recording of Led Zeppelin. It is a selection of work in progress with rough mixes, backing tracks, alternate versions, and a new material recorded at the time. And while I haven't really been able to find the vinyls or the box sets in person, I have found them online. And of course, we have these babies. So then, I guess the really big question for most people is, are they really worth buying? Visually, these albums look really pristine. Clearly updated versions of what made the original albums so great, even in the with Led Zeppelin III having the working pinwheel. But these have a lot more art to them than the originals did. The backs have the inverted cover, and then the inside of the trifold has not only the back panel from the original albums, but also what was to be art from the sleeves. Hidden inside the trifolds of the album is a set of pamphlets with a bunch of pictures from the band during the time of the albums were being produced and while they were on the road. Not to mention a little bit of technical information about the recordings. This is where we run into my first problem. Now don't get me wrong, these are really, really nice, especially looking at Zeppelin III. There's this one set of photos from, I believe it's pronounced Bonioir. This kind of in the Jimmy Page archives that I really love. But do you really need these many pictures? I would like a little more information. Especially whenever, if you look at, for example, 1, you see that there's only this little bit of information about each of the song, and then you get this little paragraph right here, really that much more specific. But I wish there's a little more information on them. Same thing with the CDs as well. I just feel like they're just a little too bland. A generic looking Atlantic record, things like what they have in their vinyls, just to kind of do these, and I feel like this is supposed to be more of a special kind of album. But, I feel like that's more of a nitpicky sort of thing than it is really actually something to weigh against the album. All 3 albums feature remastered audio from the original albums, as you would expect. There's a bit of a consensus online when it comes to how alike these 3 CDs sound to the original 1991 CD remasters. However, after doing a little bit of research into it from the LedZeppelin.com article, I've noticed that they actually state on the website that the remasters are based off the original 192 kHz 24-bit digital transfers that they used for the actual 1991 remasters. With that said, since it's based off the same source material, it's going to sound pretty similar. Controversies aside, what really sells people on these albums are the companion discs. Led Zeppelin I having this never-before-heard live concert from Paris that happened about 2 weeks before Led Zeppelin II was released, Led Zeppelin II and III having the previously stated bonus material, Led Zeppelin II featuring a song called La La, and Led Zeppelin III featuring 2 songs, ginning farm blues and Key the Highway Trouble in Mind. So then, all that remains is the big question. Are they worth it? If you already own the original remasters, and you're just looking at it for getting the new CD because you've heard that it's being remastered, then I wouldn't really recommend this for you. However, if you're big into the whole wanting bonus materials, and especially looking into all the secondary CDs, then I highly recommend these. However, I feel like this stuff's getting a little overpriced.
Now, don't get me wrong, like I said, I went and got these at Target, so they're naturally a little overpriced. I think I paid about $14 for them, or at least, I think including tax and all, it was $14 for sure. However, when I went and did my research online, I still can't find any of the deluxe CDs for under $12. And personally, I feel like they'd be better worth at 10. 10 would be one of those things that'd be a no-brainer that I would say, yes, these albums are definitely worth that. However, whenever you look at it from the price tag of the box sets being worth usually about $120, and no, I'm not kidding, go look it up online, they're usually around $120 each, then I feel like they're pushing it just a little bit. But like I said, that could just be me. I know a lot of box sets tend to go for more than you would expect them to, and considering the price of vinyl has been going up a lot lately, then I guess you could go ahead and consider that a bit of a deal, but like I said, this is coming from someone who's in college and would like to collect stuff like this, but kind of doesn't have the money because, tuition. All that aside, I'm going to go ahead and rate these three albums. Led Zeppelin I, I'm giving it a 3.5 Jimmy Page rockin' solos out of 5, and Led Zeppelin II and III, I'm giving them 4 Jimmy Page solos rockin' out of 5. The reason I knocked back 1 is because I personally feel like while the live concert stuff is really interesting and it does show a new perspective on the making of Led Zeppelin II, especially when you compare the rough cuts of Led Zeppelin II to the live versions, I still don't feel like it's just a little less worth its money. But like I said, it's still really good. It is worth the money at the end of the day. And it's still a really good buy to have, especially if you're really big fans of Zeppelin or know someone who's a really big fans of Zeppelin. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you have not already liked and subscribed this review, then go ahead, click like and subscribe below. If you have any opinions about the video, then, leave your comments in the video. If you'd like more information about the product and those reviews I had mentioned earlier, then there's going to be a playlist on the screen. Go ahead and click on it and just follow it through the playlist. And if you'd like to see more information from me or check out any more of my videos, then I'll have a little annotation on the screen to take a look at that. Like I said, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all later.